Might have. Like I sold my Sigma 150 to 600 because that was my wildlife lens.
Yeah.
Because the G9 has just completely solved my
G9's a
entire...
weapon though, and it's way better on weight, and the image quality is outstanding. So.
Yeah, and look, it's easy to get caught up in the weight, and people are always thinking about, oh, but it's because it's light, that's what makes it great. No. The fact is, I get much better shots with that than I ever got with any of the 1Ds or 5Ds. Oh, sorry, you're not rolling?
I'm rolling. He's rolling anyway?
That's it.
Sweet.
He can use it. Yeah.
I will do a quick welcome. So, welcome everyone. You got Soul Man Frank here from Camera Electronic. Big welcome to Ewen Bell, Panasonic ambassador and professional photographer. And I just found out also digital camera reviewer, although no more reviews, but he has reviewed many cameras. So honoured to have him here. When did you become a professional photographer?
I quit my job in 2000. That was the last job I had, was 2000. And I didn't quite know exactly what I was going to do, but I knew I had to get back into the world of photography because I used to do work when I was on slides and have exhibitions and that kind of stuff. And I kind of stepped into the corporate world, and I was,
So were you doing a bit of pro work anyway?
No, it was all creative and artistic, and most of it was terrible.
We'll be the judge of that. We need to see an exhibition. Apart from photographing birds, wildlife, are you doing any people or anything like that, portraits?
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff for glossy magazines where they want an editorial set for travel and lifestyle. So to me, travel is a very broad field. Yes, you want a cracking landscape, you want some beautiful details. The food is part of the culture, so you always want pieces of that. You want texture to go with the big scenes. Yeah. I don't need a wide range of lenses. I've got the 12mm because I like to shoot wide and fast, so to have a 1.4 12mm is beautiful. I've got the 1.4.
You shoot wide open at 1.4 a lot?
A lot. I really like to use that shallow depth of field, so that's important to me. And that's often the hardest thing with micro four thirds, is that you're getting a little extra depth of field, and that's sort of the downside. The plus side is once you go to telephoto, it's such a big win.
So you are using, I imagine, the 100 to 400, that Leica DG Vero Elmer lens?
I am. It's very hard to put down an 800mm perspective. To have that on you when you go for a walk to see some birds is just fantastic.
I know we talk about weight a lot with mirrorless, so did you go with Panasonic and mirrorless because of the weight, or were there other factors?
No. To have a camera that's lighter is nice, but if it's not going to get you the shot, then there's no point.
You're getting the shot?
I'm getting the shot. I'm getting much better shots now than I ever have with my old system.
Brilliant. So I've never shot with the G9, but I heard it is a weapon, it's fast, right?
It is. The viewfinder is huge. And that means that you can control the autofocus with a lot more precision because you can see what you're doing better. It's got the scope mode. The actual autofocus system is very flexible, so you can change your zoning and scale it to the subject you're trying to shoot.
What about tracking? Because you photograph a lot of birds, right?
Yes, but I don't use tracking as a general rule because I'm trying to capture very, very precise moments with birds. Like if you're trying to capture swans taking off across the lake, that's actually pretty easy, and tracking is good for that. I'm trying to peer in through the branches to see birds that are being shy.
Well, how does the autofocus go? I tried that a while back. I can't remember even what system I was using because I get a lot of camera gear through work, but I had all kinds of hunting issues between leaves and where a bird would be. Yeah. Do you find any of that? I hope Panasonic don't shoot me for saying that.
So part of the problem when you're trying to drive an autofocus system is the size of your autofocus zone. So if your zone is too big and it's catching the leaves and branches, then that's no good. So I just wind it down to something smaller and I thread my way through so
like
I can get a lot of the
type
eye.
Of thing.
Kind of, yeah. But it's just a scalable zone.
Yeah, brilliant.
So it can be big, it can be small.
Is that specific to Panasonic, do you find, or you've seen that in other systems?
I've seen it in other systems, mirrorless systems. The question is, how easy is it to access it? Is it quick to jump in there? And then when you couple that with the custom modes, you can basically preset your custom dials to be for different kind of situations when you're trying to shoot birds.
And with the Panasonic, saying from an accessibility point of view, buttons, it's quick and easy to get to those.
That's right.
That's awesome.
What is really, really powerful for me is when you've got an 800mm perspective, and that's what you're shooting with a 400mm on the G9, you've got an 800mm perspective. That's a lot of telephoto. That's a lot of reach. Any small handshake.
Mainly handheld?
Well, when you've got that kind of reach, people would normally be shooting that with a tripod and a gimbal because you can't hold it steady.
True.
It's not just the weight, you just can't hold it steady. I'm not using a tripod, I'm not using a gimbal. I'm doing all of my work handheld, and I can be in a boat, in a Land Cruiser, in a Zodiac.
Is there a tripod collar on the 100-400?
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
So
which actually makes a great grip
to.
to hang onto the camera while you're walking through the jungle.
Yeah,
yeah, it's great. But I don't use it. I don't use the tripod. That's right. So the difference that it makes for me is that I can respond to wildlife extraordinarily quickly and get amazing quality shots at an 800mm perspective without that extra gear.
Stabilised, and that's in body and in lens?
That's right, that's right. So I don't know what the geeks are doing in Japan. They're obviously very smart guys. I love what they're doing with the G9.
Yeah.
The 100 to 400mm is such a good lens. It's so light. Like it's crazy light. You just think this lens can't be that good. It's too light. But the shots I get are just great, and I love it.
Yeah, and both from a stabilisation point of view, obviously it's amazing, but from an image quality point of view, colour and sharpness.
Beautiful contrast. The fine feather detail is incredible, and that's what you really want with birds. You want to see the very fine detail that makes them so beautiful.
It's been amazing having you today. I won't keep the viewers going all day. We've got a wealth of information between the two of us, more from Ewen. But yeah, we're really happy that you came out today and took some of our customers for the walk. And
it's a great day
to our bird expert over there, Erica. So no, welcome, and please come back to Perth anytime. Thanks for coming.
Right. We can't wait until the next time to come back and do a Parrot Walk with you guys.
Thanks so much.
Be good.
Thanks, Ewen.
Thanks,
guys.
Cheers.